Hello friends, in this video we will try to understand that how to find all quadruples in an array that is equal to target sum. That means if this is my input array, which is like 1 0 minus 1 0 minus 2 and 2, so the combination of four sum should be equal to the target sum. Here the target sum equal to 0. So this is our input array and output would be in this way. So there are three combinations which are equal to target sum. So firstly what we will do, we'll just sort the array first. So this is my array. After sorting in the ascending order, my array would be -2, -1, 0, 0, 1 and 2. Okay, so we are going to solve through two approach. So first approach would be using a nested loop. Here what we will do, we'll just take the four loops. So first loop will start from here, the second loop will start from here, the third loop will start from here, and the fourth loop will be start from here. Okay, so here first loop will be at n minus 3, second loop at n minus 2, third loop will be end at n minus 1, and the fourth loop will be end at n. Since we will be starting from the 0th index, that's the reason we are just going to length minus 3, minus 2, minus 1 and 0. Okay, so let's go to the code and then I'll explain you. So this is my input array, like this, you can see that this is number and this is my target sum. Here I have created this is one method, and in this method I am passing the input value and the target sum. And so here I have created list of integers. So this is the kind of the generic list, and in this generic list I have created like list of integer. We will store that. So firstly what I am doing here, I have created one result section where we will store the value. The second thing what I am doing, I am just checking where number is null or num.length is less than 4. Okay, so if length is 4, then we need not to do anything. We'll just simply return the result. After that what I am doing, I am storing the num.length in nth variable. Okay, so this is, I have created one variable n, and here I'm just checking what is the length of the value. So what is the length here? 1 2 3 4 5 6. 6 is the length. After that what I'm doing, I'm just sorting the array, and here I've created four loop. So in first loop I have just started from 0 and it will end till n minus 3. Okay, since I have started from 0, that's the reason it will end n minus 3. The second loop will be started from j equal to I plus 1, and it will end at like n minus 2. The third loop will be started from j plus 1 and it will end at like n minus 1. And the fourth loop will be start from k plus 1 and it will end at n. Okay, and here I am just checking like if current sum equal to number of I, number of j, number of k and number of l values. So if current sum equal to the target sum, then I am storing the value in this list. Okay, and after that what I am doing, I am just checking the duplicate value. So if if j is less than n minus 2 and number of j equal to number of j plus 1, if the same value is there, like if this value and so after sorted the array, my output would be like this. Okay, so I'll check here if both are equal or not. So if it is equal, then we need not to check anything because it will give the duplicate result. That's the reason in that scenario I'll just increase the value of j plus plus. Okay, if it is equal, and the same for the I also, if it is equal, then we will just increase the value so that it will avoid the duplicate. Okay, so what we will do, we'll just run the application and we'll see the output. So what I'll do, I'll just put one breakpoint here, and after getting the result I'm just printing the value one by one. Okay, that I'll show you. I'll put one breakpoint here as well. Let me start my application. Yeah, so let's go to the method. So this is my method. This is one result variable. After that I'm checking if number is equal to null or length is less than 4. So it is greater than 4. That's the reason I'm just going next step. And n is, what is the length here? You can see 6 is the length. After that I'll sort the array. So after sorting the array, you can see the result -2, -1, 0, 0, 1 and 2. Then what I'm doing, I'm just starting from 0th index. So it will start from 0, then it will check j. After that we'll check k, and here it will check l. Okay, so it will check current sum is equal to, what is the current sum? -3. It's not equal to the target sum, right? So target sum is equal to 0. So in this scenario we will not store the value. Similarly it will check and all, it will store the value. Okay, and here it will check if it is equal, then it will increase the value, and if I is equal to I plus 1, in that scenario it will increase the I plus plus. Okay, it will move to the next value so that it should not give us the duplicate result. Okay, so I'll just put on the continue here. So you can see the result here, yeah, right? Minus 2, minus 1, 1, 2, minus 2, 0, 0, 2, minus 1, 0, 0, and 1. Okay, so here it is just printing the value. Okay, I'm just in this for loop, I'm just printing the value. So this is my first approach. So in this approach, like since we are using for loops, so that's time. So time complexity would be big of n4, and the space complexity would be big of 1, since I'm just using the constant space, so it's irrespective of any value. So that's the reason it is big of n. Okay, the second approach, how we are going to do that, we will just use the two pointer technique with the sorting. So in two pointer technique, what we do, we just take the left and right, and after that we just evaluate the value. Okay, so I'll show in the code. So this is my first approach. What I'll do, this is my second approach. So in this approach, what I'm doing, I've just created one result. Here I'll store the value, all the combination of 4, and the same thing, first thing I'm just doing, like number is equal to null or less than 4, then I'll just return as it is. After that, what I'm doing, I'm just sorting the elements. So after sorting the element, this is my result, and here my number dot length, like what is my length of the array. And after that, what I have done, I've just created two loops. So first loop will be start from 0, and the second loop will be start from I plus 1. And here I've created like left and right. So this is two pointer approach, right? So left would be start from j plus 1, and the right would be equal to n minus 1. So since I have started from 0, that's the reason I'm just taking n minus 1. So it will start from minus, so I would be minus 2, j would be minus 1, and left would be 0, and right would be 2. Okay, in the first scenario. After that, what I'm doing, I'm just checking if the left is less than right. In that scenario, I'm just checking the sum. So what is the sum of the number of I, number of j, number of left, and number of right? If the current sum equal to target sum, I'm just storing the value, and after that I'm just moving, like I'll move to the next element. So from left side I'll just increase the value 1, and from the right side I'll decrease the value 1. And this is I have written only for the removing the duplicate. So if I'll check, like if left value is equal to left minus 1, so both are equal, in that scenario it will give the duplicate real, right? In that scenario we'll just increase the value, and similarly for the right one also. Okay, so if it is equal, then I'll just come here. If it is not equal, if current sum is less than target sum, in that scenario we'll just increase the value of left plus plus. Okay, we'll just increase the value by 1. Otherwise we'll just decrease the value from the right one. Okay, and this is like I'm just using the, like for the jth also we need to check whether it's duplicate or not. That's the reason I have written this, and the same for the I also. Okay, so let's debug the code and then we'll understand. So what I'll do, I'll just comment down this code, and let me uncomment this. I'll put one breakpoint here as well, and let me put one breakpoint here as well, so that I'll show you. Okay, let me, okay, so let me put one breakpoint here as well. So I'll start my application. Yeah, so this is my method. We'll go to F10. So here I have created one result where we will store the value. Now I'm checking whether it's null or less than 4. So it's not less than 4. So I'll go, and then I'll sort the array. So here I'll sort the array. After sorting the array, my output would be like this. Okay. Now I'm checking the length. What is length? So yeah, this is my length. 6 is the length. So first thing what I'm doing, I'm starting from 0, and it will go till n minus 3, because this is like we have to find like 4 elements, right? So for I it should be 4. Okay, so that's the reason I'll just go, and from j I'm just taking like till n minus 2, and it will start from I plus 1. After that, what I have done, I've just taken like left would be j plus 1. So what is the value of the left? It would be j plus 1. So j is 1, so left would be 2. And what is the value of the right? So n minus 1. So since right is 5. Okay, so first thing would be start here, it will I is this one, j is this one, left is this one, and right is this one. Okay, so what I'll do, I'll just check the value. What is the current sum? So current sum is equal to minus 1. Is current sum is equal to target sum? No, it's not equal to. So it will go to the if is the current sum is equal to target sum? Yes, is equal to that. In that scenario, what I will do, I'll just increase the value of that current left would be now 3. So earlier it was 2, now I will just increase post increment. Okay, so now it is 3. Okay, similarly it will do all the things. So now it will similarly it will do. So I'll just press and continue here so that you can see the output. So this is equal, right? I have just put one breakpoint. So this is equal. In that scenario, I'll just, okay, so I'll just remove all the breakpoint and we'll see that. Okay. So this is only to remove the duplicates. Now you can see the result, right? So in result section, we are just getting 3 values, right? So this is list of 1, this is list of 2, and this third one, the list of third. So here I'm just taking the loop and here I'm just printing the value. Okay. I'll remove the breakpoint here. Now you can see the result. So you can see result, right? So I'm just getting 3 pairs of the combination. So -2, -1, 1, 2, -2, 0, 0, 2, -1, 0, 0, 1. Okay. So in this scenario, the time complexity would be big of n cube, since we are just taking the 3 loops here, and the space complexity would be big of 1, since this is constant, right? This is irrespective of any value. That's the reason space complexity is big of n. I hope you have understand this approach. We'll see you in the next video. Thank you.